Muted.
Good morning and welcome to the AM Volatility Report. I'm Mark Sebastian, founder of OptionPit.com. Well, reminder, this is for education purposes only. Now, this should be considered investment advice. Consult your financial professional. Options have risk. So basically, if you lose money, it's your fault. So now let's talk about what's going on. You can see markets are up again in unshocking fashion. You know, after a brief breather yesterday, we're right back down whence we came. And the S&P is now, if it's not an all-time high, it's right there. The Dow, today is another day where we have a legitimate shot at maybe touching that number so we can be done with it. But the VIX is at 11 3/4 going into a long weekend. It is entirely plausible, if not possible, that we see markets at, you know, the VIX get below 11 at some point and print a 10 handle. All right, that is completely plausible, and if not plausible, maybe almost expected. It's there. So when I look around, I go, wow, well, that's some low volatility. How can I take advantage of it? Well, there are some areas. You can see the GAF stocks, your Apple, Amazon, Facebook, and Google names are off to the races again. They may make it, now that we're heading into earnings, a lot of those names are likely to go higher. You've got your popular hot names. Now that vols are so low, there may be some real chances to trade around these things. I mean, the financials continue to look strong, really across the board. The only areas where things continue to be a little weaker is bonds, which may test some lows. Oil's been bouncy, down some today, and that's really about all the softness. Your utilities, you know, at some point, utility stocks are going to start to look really tempting, even with rates here, but with dividends, those could be very, very tempting. So that's the way I view things. Energy's off a touch today, but we're getting a big gain out of technology and finance and retail. Believe it or not, retail looks like it's having a decent day. Not your Macy's or your Shields, but I think there's some strength in some of your other names. All right. So, you know, what are some things I'm going to be watching? Well, UVXY had that big reverse split. That means there's going to be some decent opportunities to be gone with it, and there's going to be some deep opportunities to trade it. And I will be, you know, I may come up with some plays with that during chat today, and you know, I'm going to look at some of these GAF stocks. Now that Facebook appears to be broken out, there may be something there. Google and Amazon both appear to be kind of breaking. They could be good longs. And then we'll go from there. Yeah, I would note European banks are up huge. Just a little bit of a surprise there. All right, folks. On the day, I think you have to expect that we could see vol below 11, and we could see markets up huge going into a long weekend, going into all sorts of reasons. You know, on the other hand, we could just sit here, as people just say, well, but it doesn't look like a day where we're going to get a ton of selling. That's the way things feel this morning. All right, folks, if you have questions, you can email me, mark@optionpit.com, or call me 888-TRADE-01. Have a great morning.